We have already learned what is a feature module and what is a shared module in the previous lectures of this section. So basically, we learned that a feature module is a way to organize and encapsulate a specific set of feature and functionalities within an application. A feature module contains a group of related components, directives, pipes, etc., which is related to a given single feature. Then we also learned about shared modules, and we learned that shared module will contain declarations for reusable components, directives, pipes, etc. that may be required by multiple feature modules. And it may also export third-party modules like Angular material. So now let's talk about core modules. The purpose of a core module is to provide a central place for defining services, single instance components, configuration settings, utils, helper classes and functions, and any other code that is used across the entire application. So you can think of a core module like a central module which contains all the codes like services which can be used throughout the entire application. And the core module is typically imported only once, and that is in the app module. Now, before we learn more about core modules, always remember that the way we create these modules, the way we create a feature module or a shared module or a core module, it is exactly the same. We create a class and we decorate that class with ng module decorator. Now, we call these modules with different names based on what purpose we are using that module for. So for example, we created a dashboard module because in our Angular application, we have a feature called dashboard where the user can see all the tasks which has been created. He can see the details of that task. He can see the stats of that task, etc. So all these are related functionalities which is related to dashboard feature in our Angular application. So that's why we created the dashboard module and we called it as feature module. Then we also created a shared module where we declared all the components and directives which might be shared by different modules in our Angular application. And now we are going to create a core module where we will keep all those codes, for example, services which might be used by the entire Angular application. So these services should be accessible to all the modules of our Angular application in all the components, directives, etc. Let's try to understand the use of core module with an example. So let's go to our app module, which is our main module. And there you will see that we have this providers array. And in that providers array, we are providing some service. Basically here we are providing two interceptor service. Now in our Angular application, we are not only using these two services. We have other services as well. For example, if we go to services folder, you will see that in our Angular application, we have all these services as well. But if I go to one of these services, you will notice that on these services, we are using this provided in property and we are specifying that this service should be provided from root. That means from the main app module. So either you can write it like this, or what you can do is you can also specify that service name within this providers array. So for example, I can go ahead and I can specify auth service here. So I can provide that auth service here like this. In that way also, the service will be provided throughout the application. The same instance of this auth service, it will be available throughout our Angular application. So using this provided in property and then specifying that we want to provide that service at the root level is same as specifying that service in the providers array of app module. Okay, so what I will do is, since now we are providing it from the app module, for now I will simply comment this line. Okay, or we can simply remove this object itself. Let's save the changes. So now from the app module, now we are providing three services, this auth service and these two HTTP interceptor services. Now, before I proceed further, one thing I want to make clear is if you are going to provide this service using provided in property, that will be the best approach. Because why we are creating this core module is because in our Angular application, we might have multiple services. Let's say we are providing around 10 to 15 services from this providers array. So we will have to specify all those services inside this providers array. And what it will do is it will make this app module grow, right? So we will specify all those services here and this providers array will grow, which in turn will also grow this app module.ts file. The main reason why we are creating a core module is because we want to keep this app module leaner by providing these services into a separate module. So if we use provided in property, that will be the best approach, because in that case, this providers array will not grow because we have already provided the service from the service class itself. So we will not have to specify that service class here. So it will automatically keep our app module file leaner. But if we are providing some services using this providers array, in that case, what we can do is we can create a co-module and we can move all these services in that co-module. So what I'm going to do is, in the app folder, I'll create one more file and let's call this file core module.ts. Now you can name this file anything. Inside this file, we are going to create and export a class. And again, I'm going to call this class core module. Now, as we learned, this class is going to be a module class. So we also need to decorate with at ng module decorator. And to use this ng module decorator, we also need to import it from angular/co. Now here, let's go ahead and let's pass this metadata object. And in there, we are going to specify the providers array. And we are going to provide all our services from this module. So what we will do is we'll go to app module.ts. From the providers array, we will cut all the services which we are currently providing from the app module. And we will provide it from our co-module by specifying it inside the providers array of co-module, like this. And now, since we are using these services here, we also need to get the imports. So I'll scroll up and let's get these two imports. I'll cut it from here and let's paste it in the core module. Then we also need the import for auth service. So let's cut this input from here and let's paste it here. And we also need the import for HTTP interceptors. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this line, and from here we will remove this HTTP interceptors. Let's go to co-module.ts and there let's paste it, and from there let's remove this HTTP client module because we are not using it in this file. Okay, let's save the changes. Let's also save this app.ts. Now here we are providing these services. Now keep in mind that you don't need to export your services because services works differently than declaration of component or directive. Once a service is provided, they are accessible everywhere. But still, we need to export this core module in our app module so that the Angular will be aware about this core module. If we don't import it in our app module, Angular will not be aware about this core module. That's what we have learned. Angular scans the main module of our application. And in this case, the main module of our application is app module. So Angular is going to scan this app module, and whatever components, directives, pipes, services, modules it will find inside this main module, it will recognize only them and it will allow us to use only those features. So in the imports array, we are going to import the core module. Okay, and that's it. Let's save the changes, and our application, the functionality of our application should still be working. Let's go to our application. There, let's first log in. Let's say using John Smith account. And let's click on this login button. So we are logged into our application. We can see the overview page. If I go to stats page, it will show us the stats. If I go to home page, we are able to go to home page, and here the authentication and authorization is also working. So as you saw, we were able to log into this application. If I click on this logout button, we should be logged out from the application. So the authentication service is also still working, even though we have moved it to a separate module, to this core module. Now, as I mentioned earlier, creating a core module is optional. If in your app module, your providers array is growing, in that case, you can create a core module. Okay, and your providers array will increase only if you are not providing the services using provided in property. So again, if I go to services folder, and if I open one of the services, let's say this logging service, you'll notice that we are providing this login service by using this provided in property. And when we are using this provided in property, we don't need to include this logging service in the providers array. So in that way also, we can keep this providers array leaner. Okay, but if for some reason, for example, we cannot do anything about the HTTP interceptors, we need to provide them inside this providers array. So in such cases, if you have a lot of HTTP interceptors, or you're also having some services which you are providing using this providers array, you can create a separate core module. But again, that is completely optional. It's just to keep your app module leaner. So now since in this providers array, we don't have any element, we can simply remove this. Let's save the changes and our application should still be working. So in this lecture, we learned about the core module, what is a core module, why we create it, and how do we use it. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.